Hello everybody. Happy Friday from the mountains. Hi buddy, say hi. So I'm sitting on this front porch, the beautiful mountains. Please turn, you want to say hi again? Hey, ew, don't show people what you're eating. The girls are out exploring the woods a little bit. That's exciting. And Ryan is journaling right now, and I am, hey Wendell! Hey, nice to see ya. And I'm sitting out here with the toddlers, kind of in and out. And I had this thought today, thinking about, hey Amber, good to see you. This thought about how actually being on the same team as my husband changes everything. It changes everything. It changes my experience of parenthood, of business, of life, and definitely of marriage. And I'm just reflecting, I'm sitting here because this is, you know, when you're away from your usual context, it's a great opportunity to reflect and think about, okay, what is it that I want? What is it that is working? What is it that I want to create more of? And I'm thinking a lot about that and what has shifted since the last time that we were at this cabin. Because the last time that Ryan and I were here together was almost 3 years ago. So Ezekiel wasn't even born yet. I was pregnant, and Vivi was about 9 or 10 months old. And so much has changed in our lives. And one of the biggest things that has happened the most recently is actually being a team. Because for so long it felt like we were opposing teams, like coexisting on the same turf. Always, you know, disagreeing with each other, like finding a reason to resist whatever the other person was saying. And in doing Ruthlessly Committed together, we have grown so much since February, since we started doing the live show. And that has really been a huge part of our transformation, is just literally getting on Facebook Live and sharing our journey with you guys. It has forced us to really get real with ourselves and face our stuff with accountability of being watched. Like, we know that we're letting you guys in. So there's this moment last week where it really clicked for me. I was working on the page that I shared in the description here. I was working on creating that page in my website builder, and it had been about 2.5 hours, and I was hungry. I didn't make any requests for food, but I was hungry, and I remember like starting to get kind of hangry, and I was like, oh, I just want to be done with this already, so I'll find a good stopping point so that I can go and eat some freaking food because I'm so hungry. And there's this moment where Ryan he was making himself some food, and he asked me, hey, you want some sausage and rice? And I was like, yeah, that'd be great. And I don't know what it is exactly, but when he brought me this bowl of food, and they're knocking over furniture, he brought me this bowl of food, and it was just this amazing realization of like, oh my God, this is what it's like to work towards the same vision, to work towards the same thing. And I know that may seem like a really small, insignificant thing, but it was very symbolic to me that just when I needed that, I didn't even ask. Now, look, yesterday I was giving you the message that when you want something, make a clear request. So this is not about assuming that your partner will just get you and know instantly what you need and what you want just because they've been with you X amount of years. It's not that. There was just something really special about that moment where he brought me this bowl of food, and I just felt like, my heart just felt like, yes, you know, this is what it's like to actually be on the same team. Not, hey, when are you going to be done with your thing so that we can, like, you know, manage the kids, and then eventually at the end of the day do something together and sit down and actually look at each other and say, hey, how are you? Are we going to do it tonight? Are we going to get freaky? Like, what's going to happen? Are we watching a show? Like, so that it's not his life and my life, and then our shared life is just the kids. It becomes so much greater than that. You know, like when you first get married, those of you who are married or in a committed relationship, there's a point where you start, where you decide, oh, this is the person that I want to be with. And you say, I do, or you make that lifelong commitment, or you make a long-term commitment, whatever that looks like for you. And there's this hope, there's this sense of possibility. Like, I can do anything with this person. I can take on the world with this person. It doesn't matter what's happening on the outside. We got each other's backs. We got this. And there's that togetherness, that oneness, that team mentality. And then somewhere along the way, it gets lost. It gets lost when we're surviving with family, with kids, with work, with bills, with life circumstances, whatever the stuff is. And then we lose that us. We lose us. And that happened to us. And what's really been the most powerful part so far of doing Ruthlessly Committed with Ryan is getting this renewed sense of togetherness. So this weekend, as we're at the cabin, yesterday was our first day here. And Buddy, are you going inside? Are you going inside? I guess he's going inside. Ryan and I started off this whole trip in a very different headspace. I'm like, okay, I'm on vacation mode, but at the same time, I want to connect with people and I want to let people in on the experience and share what's going on, what the real experience is, not just the pretty pictures that I share with you guys, but what's really happening, the fucking, puke in the van minutes before we arrive, the meltdown that the toddlers had on our hike yesterday, and stuff like that, because that's real life. That's real life, people. So yesterday was a little bit, it was interesting because we are here, and this is our first family vacation as a family of 6. This is our first time going out on an actual vacation break, not work-related, not trading-related, in 3 years. And this was a really big deal because at the beginning of the summer, I decided with the kids and the family and Ryan, we're like, this summer, let's do something. Let's do something. Let's do something together. It doesn't have to be big and fancy. We're not going to book, trips to Europe and stuff and get our passports and all that. Actually, we decided not to get our passports and save that and put it towards something else and come here. And anyway, all that to say, yesterday was a really interesting first day because Ryan was all in his head about like, okay, how am I going to connect with people about this event that we're doing? And who else do I need to call? Who do I need to have conversations with? And he's just not getting the results that he wanted. Neither am I. And yet, I took a step back and I looked at the bigger picture of, we're here and I'm going to choose to be present, enjoy the activities, enjoy the stuff that we're doing, and also enjoy just the moments around the table, making meals in the kitchen, listening to music, being outside, going on hikes. And 2 things about that. The first thing is that at the end of the day, Ryan and I were able to, after the kids went to bed and we had been playing games and we played Taboo for a long time, and I made myself a sombrero drink. Never know. Hey, I don't know. I'm trying new things. I have different kinds of drinks here. We were able to sit down and just look at each other and be very real with each other. No holding back, no hiding. None of this like blame game. Like, well, you suck today. You weren't present, Ryan. Or him, you didn't hold me to your expectations of being present, or you didn't call me out enough. It was simply, this is where I'm at. This is how I'm feeling today. And Ryan to be able to acknowledge that, I wasn't the present father and husband that I wanted to be. I felt frustrated and overwhelmed and all this stuff. And for me to look at him and say, I felt kind of like lonely today, that you were so distracted. And I had to remind him gently, nudging him throughout the day that, can you just be with us right now? We're just going to go on a hike. Can you put that on hold for a while? And to be able to actually support each other as a team and not bicker and not bitch about each other or at each other, but to really have each other's backs. And this is such a powerful shift in our marriage and something that we are so excited to bring to other couples. So hi, speaking of, is your hat on different? It's like sitting on top of your head. So we're going to be shooting a little, don't sit on baby. Don't sit down, baby.
Yeah, I'm always. Oh gosh.
Your feet are literally right under your butt. So in just about a month and a half, we're going to be doing our first ever. There you go. I think your hair looks really nice, just like free when you woke up this morning. Yeah. That's like sexy supermodel hair. We're gonna be doing our first ever Ruthlessly Committed Couples Intensive in Irvine, in Orange County, October 4th through 7th. So I'd like to invite you to reserve your spot right away for one of only 10 couples who are going to be at this event, right? Ezekiel just knocked over a chair again. He did the second time he did that. He's climbing everything. I've shared the link with you guys here, so you can. There's everything that you need to know right there, and you can schedule a conversation with us from there, with one or both of us, because we. Here, buddy, come on. Okay, are you coming, or what? Are you gonna sit on me? He can't make up his mind. I lost my train of thought. I lost it.
You said you could schedule a call with us.
Yes, or you can go ahead and enroll and reserve your spot right there on the spot. But anyway, that's what I wanted to share with you guys, is that how critical, how life-changing having that team mentality is. And it's new to me. When I was setting up our Ruthlessly Committed stuff and I selected something other than sole proprietor, I was like, oh my God, what is this? Like, what is this? I have never been anything but a sole proprietor. And that to me was a big deal. And now we're a team. We're partners.
Not the greatest team, because we didn't get to have sex last night. Way too many kids.
We were so tired. He's like, let's do it in the middle of the day tomorrow. I'm like,
No.
with all the kids running around, potentially breaking things in the cabin that does not belong to us. I don't know about that.
No, Vivi doesn't have any
we'll
more
see.
either.
There's no more chocolate bunnies. All right, everybody. I'm going to spare you all the whining. So everybody have a great Friday. I look forward to seeing you again.